Hare Krishna everyone. I apologize, I have lost my voice. I've lost my voice, of course, during book distribution, but anybody can ask me any questions and I will be so happy to discuss about book distribution or anything that we have regarding outreach programs.
So first question, Jess, how did you come to Krishna consciousness?
It's actually so funny because of Rathayatra. It's so funny because when I was in university, I was looking for a spiritual way of life. And somehow or another, I kind of stumbled upon Krishna consciousness, and it definitely connected me to something that I've been looking for, and something that I was able to help other individuals on their path, right?
So what was it about Krishna consciousness that connected for you?
I think the most important thing that actually clicked my moment was that it was such a big community, right? It's very inclusive. As you can tell, there's many multicultural individuals here, and also it makes you think outside, right? Not just an internal thing, but how you can actually help other individuals. And I think that's the most important thing about book distribution, that it's not just an individual thing, but also how to share Krishna consciousness with other individuals.
That's amazing. And so, can you talk a little bit about how many books, specifically in this festival, actually go out to people?
If you want the exact number, that would be very distinct, but just during the parade, we hand out over 3,000 books, and then during the festival, we do another 3,000 books. And sometimes we actually even do more, plus with the gathering contact information, follow-ups. So it's actually a full, I would say about 7,000 books.
Can you believe that? 7,000 books go out over the course of 2 days. That's unbelievable. And so actually, so that's 2 days. What does the full year look like?
So even during COVID, for the last 2 years, we've been actually still doing book distribution, calling people or online, but sometimes we have hit over 60,000 books. So that's a huge number for the city of Toronto. So 60,000 books sometimes.
That's amazing, Jess. One of the things you said earlier was that this is such a multicultural movement, and yet here, we call it the Festival of India. So what's it like being in a white body, being part of this Festival of India as an organizer? You're one of the key organizers. Do people ever ask you, like, how do you answer that question? Why are you a part of this?
Do you know what, when many people will think that it's negative being somebody of Italian descent when I get asked that, but I see it as an amazing opportunity, right? Amazing option and a moment to share what Krishna consciousness really does encompass. There's inclusiveness, there's kind of moving something forward and kind of keep remaining humble, right? So when people do ask me about, you know, you're white and you're part of the Festival of India, I say, yeah, it's the best thing ever, right? You guys are so beautiful, such a rich culture. And don't you guys want to share with other people? Can I hear some noise? Come on, don't you guys? Right? So it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. I love when people ask that question. I dive right into that question.
So we wanted to know two things. Number one, what was the first Krishna conscious book that you read? And also, can you share with us a cool story from distributing books? And specifically about what you just said, the universal nature of Krishna consciousness. And it's bad timing for that siren since you've lost your voice, but let's give it a try.
No, it's perfect. It was like hyping me up. It was like whoop, whoop, whoop. So the first book I ever read was actually the Bhagavad Gita. And there are so many notes in my Bhagavad Gita because I really studied it. I really, wanted to learn more about it, dive right into it. A funny story that happened to me on book distribution is that we were at Old City Hall, and I've not seen some of my high school friends for about a double-digit number. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but And it was just so funny because I came from a very athletic soccer background about traveling the world. You know, I was very energetic and carefree. So when they saw me in a very different light, very peaceful, very calm, a very kind of balanced individual, we were just laughing about all these old memories, right? And it was so funny because my old friend was actually sharing funny stories about me to my fellow book distributors. So that was one of the funniest moments I had to kind of see how my journey progressed, right? We definitely like a journey of life.
That's awesome. I'm really, thank you for sharing that. That's really cool. Coming back to the Gita just for a second, what was it specifically about the Gita that kind of pulled you in, where you were like, hey, wait a minute, there's something here that is actually kind of interesting?
Yeah, and it's actually one of my favorite quotes is from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, and it talks about, you know, whatever you have, Krishna preserves, right? Whatever qualities, whatever values you have, Krishna actually takes care of them. And whatever you lack, Krishna actually gives to you. So if something is missing in your life, right? If you come to Krishna consciousness, not in material sense, but that family sense, that community sense, that feeling of being belong, right? A sense of belonging. That's what Krishna consciousness gives you. So it was actually chapter 9 in the Bhagavad Gita when it was mine. This is my family, this is where I want to be, and this is what I want to share with other individuals.
Jess, you are such an integral member of our community, and now she's taking what she has learned and she's paying it forward to so many people. So if anybody is interested to learn more about the philosophy and read more books, Jess is the person to speak to. And she will be primarily at the book tent, which is just to my right, to the right of this stage. Thank you so much, Jess. How about one more round of applause for Jessica? Thank you. So we have a really